If you're thinking about moving to Washington, D.C., you've probably already seen the Instagram shots of the monuments, the glamorous government jobs, powerful people, and the idea that this city is the heartbeat of the country. And yes, DC has all of that. It pulls people in with its sense of importance. Like, this is where things are happening. But before you pack your entire life into boxes and drive across the country, we need to talk about the side of DC nobody puts on their feed. The side that actually determines whether people stay or quietly pack up after 2 years and never look back. So I've lived and worked throughout the DMV area for years, and I've watched the same story play out again and again. People move here bright-eyed, ambitious, energized, and then they slowly get worn down by the reality of actually living here. So in this video, I'm pulling the curtain all the way back. No fluff, nor tourism glow. These are the surprising cons that almost nobody talks about, starting with the one that will hit your wallet first and the hardest. So let's get straight to it. DC is expensive, aggressively expensive. The cost of living is more than 40% above the national average, and that spans over across the bridge into Virginia and Maryland as well. So before you even touch rent, a single person is looking at around $1,400 per month in basic expenses. For a family of 4, over $5,400 a month before housing. But the real shock is the housing market. From the latest market reports, as of October 2025, detached homes in DC now have a median price of $1,050,000. And that's up 12.9% in 1 year. Townhomes are at $810,000, and that's up 15.7% year over year. Condos and co-ops sit around $550,000, also up 12.2% year over year. And here's what surprises newcomers. Even as prices rise, buyer demand is cooling. Pending sales for detached homes fell 18.9%. Homes are sitting longer, from 18 days on market to 24 days. But affordability still shrinking. If the cost of living doesn't get you, the commute might. So DC consistently ranks as one of the worst cities for traffic, sometimes even topping Los Angeles. The average commuter loses 62 hours a year to congestion. That's a week and a half of sitting in your car unpaid, maybe paid for some. Highways like I-495 and I-66, they are notorious. A 10-mile drive can somehow take 45 minutes up to an hour. But just take the metro. So you can, and many people do, but it's not a magic fix. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. You'll run into frequent maintenance, weekend shutdowns, long headways, unpredictable delays, and crowded trains during peak hours. The average transit commute, 46 minutes one way. And of course, that's depending on where you're going. So whether you take a car or the metro, commuting in DC chips away at your time, your energy, and honestly, your patience. So this city measures people by their LinkedIn headline. In DC, the first question at any social event, and I mean any, is, so what do you do? People here, they are ambitious, people are networking, and sometimes it honestly feels like every conversation has an agenda. Add to that DC's transient nature. People move here for political cycles, government assignments, grad school, law school, fellowships, one-year contracts, you name it. And then they're gone. Just when you build a friend group, your people leave. It makes DC exciting, but it also makes it lonely for some. A client I helped relocate last year was incredibly excited for DC. I mean, she had the job, she had the apartment, she even test drove her commute, which, you know, I always recommend. Everything for her, it looked good on paper. What she didn't expect was how hard it would be to build real, lasting friendship. She made friends quickly. DC is full of transplants, but within a single year, 3 of her closest connections moved away. One to New York, one overseas for a contract, and another back home after a fellowship ended. She told me something I hear way too often. I'm constantly starting over. I'm not lonely because I can't keep people. I'm lonely because no one stays. That transient cycle is real, and it's something people don't think about until they're already here. I know this sounds intense, and that's the point. If you're still considering moving here, you need real world guidance, not wish list thinking. My team and I, we help people navigate this exact market every every day. So if you want honest help, my info is in the description below. So the joke is that DC was built on a swamp, and in July and August, it absolutely feels like it. Summers are brutal, hot, sticky, and just that gooey humidity. You'll sweat through your clothes walking just a single block. Winters, they aren't so friendly either. Cold, windy, gray, dark at 4:30, and occasionally icy. Spring, aka cherry blossom season, also known as allergy season, some may find manageable. I myself, on the other hand, my allergies always take over. There's no perfect season in DC, only seasons that are slightly less uncomfortable, which I tend to call fall. So this is a big one. DC has always marketed itself as recession proof, with stable government jobs and endless contracting jobs. That used to be true, but this year has especially shifted the landscape. Between January and May of 2025, the DMV lost over 22,000 federal positions, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot more by now. Unemployment claims surged in the district faster than the national average. Professional services, especially tech, HR, admin, and analyst roles, they all saw a major pullback. And when jobs wobble here, it hit everything: rent, buying demand, affordability, even the speed at which homes sell. People move to DC believing a prestigious job is waiting for them, but in 2025 and moving forward, that's a gamble. Finally, the thing people never think about. In DC, politics isn't background noise. It's your daily environment. Motorcades stopping traffic without warning, protests that are blocking the street, sirens and helicopters, that's constant in the area. Barricades appear overnight. In daily conversations, you'll hear tons of politics. For some, it's exciting. For others, it can be draining and stressful. You just can't escape politics here. It lives with you. Now, I'm not saying DC isn't worth it. The people who thrive here really thrive. They build incredible careers, enjoy walkable neighborhoods, and they take advantage of free museums and culture you just can't find anywhere else. But the people who thrive here arrive scared, not starry-eyed. So yes, the cost of living is high, the commute is brutal, the culture can be intense, the weather, it's tough, the job market shifting, and the political environment affect daily life. But if you walk into DC with your eyes open and the right expectations, it can be one of the most exciting and meaningful place to build a life. If this gave you the honest perspective you needed, hit the like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below. And if you're serious about moving here and you want a team that will tell you the good, the bad, and the real, all my info is in the description below or up above. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you on the next one.